Okay, so I dried the eyes and now I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is a synthetic size 6 brush, and it's got a nice point on it. You want to use a brush with a nice point on it. Cheaper brushes won't have as nice points on them, so that's why I encourage everybody to buy the best they can. It doesn't have to be stable, but sometimes with brushes it's better to actually go in the store and just look at the different brushes and, you know, see what has a good point on it. So, you know, a lot of cheaper brushes, they'll fray out, and then you just can't get good fine little details like the pupils of a cat's eyes. So I'm going to take a mixture of black, ultramarine blue, and burnt sienna. And I'm going to have a pretty creamy consistency. The pupils of this cat's eyes are pretty sharp, so I'm going to do this wet on dry, meaning my paintbrush is wet, the paper is dry. I'm going to get some sharp edges. So I'm just going to paint in the pupils, and this cat's pupil is very thin and narrow. Like so. And you just want to keep right. You can't see me, but I'm continuously looking back at my picture to make sure that I have these angles right. Because if I don't, it's going to look weird. So, I'm working from a pretty bad photograph. I cannot see the edges of the pupils, and they look pretty sharp, but I'm going to wash up my brush, get a little dab of clear water just on the end, and just soften ever so slightly this edge down here. If you have all hard edges, it just usually looks very amateurish for whatever reason. The soft edges, the secret to a more professional looking painting is to have those soft edges. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry and we'll see how dark it is. I might need to go back in and darken those pupils up a little bit more, but we'll let it dry and see what we get.